The world watches with bated breath as a glimmer of hope emerges from the ashes of the Russia-Ukraine conflict. For the first time since the war's devastating early days, Russian President Vladimir Putin has extended an olive branch, proposing direct bilateral talks with Ukraine. This unexpected move signals a potential shift in Russia's approach, offering a faint ray of hope for a peaceful resolution. The Kremlin's clarification that Putin's proposal aims to avoid civilian casualties during these potential talks further underscores this shift. The international community, weary from witnessing the conflict's devastating toll, clings to this glimmer of hope. The potential for dialogue, however fragile, presents a crucial opportunity to break the cycle of violence that has gripped the region. The world holds its breath, hoping that this gesture signifies a genuine desire for peace, and not just another strategic maneuver in the relentless chess game of war. This unexpected turn of events has sent ripples of cautious optimism through the international community. However, the path to peace remains fraught with obstacles. Deep-seated mistrust, fueled by months of bloodshed and broken promises, casts a long shadow over any potential negotiations. The world waits with anxious anticipation to see if these talks will materialize and what they might yield. Will they pave the way for a lasting peace, or will they crumble under the weight of suspicion and animosity? Only time will tell, but for now, the faint hope of dialogue offers a glimmer of light in the darkness. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, facing the brunt of Russia's aggression, has responded to Putin's proposal with cautious optimism. While not directly addressing Putin's offer, Zelensky reiterated Ukraine's commitment to protecting its civilians, emphasizing a willingness to discuss a ceasefire as a means to achieve this. His measured response reflects the Ukrainian people's deep desire for peace, while remaining acutely aware of the need for concrete actions, not just empty words. Zelensky has made it clear that Zelensky's measured response offers a glimmer of hope. His willingness to engage in dialogue, coupled with his unwavering commitment to protecting Ukrainian civilians, suggests that a peaceful resolution may yet be possible. However, the path forward remains fraught with challenges, and only time will tell if Putin's proposal represents a genuine desire for peace or simply another tactical maneuver in a brutal and senseless war. The United States, a key player on the global stage, faces the daunting task of navigating the complexities of the Russia-Ukraine conflict and pushing for a peaceful resolution. The Biden administration has adopted a multi-pronged approach, combining diplomatic pressure with military aid to Ukraine. However, this delicate balancing act risks escalating tensions while striving for de-escalation. President Biden and Secretary of State Blinken have repeatedly called for Russia to cease its aggression and engage in meaningful dialogue. The U.S. has also imposed severe economic sanctions on Russia, aiming to cripple its economy and pressure Putin to reconsider his course of action. Simultaneously, the U.S. continues to provide Ukraine with military aid, bolstering its defenses against Russian aggression. This two-pronged approach reflects the complex realities of the situation. The U.S. seeks to deter further Russian aggression while also keeping diplomatic channels open. However, this approach has drawn criticism from some quarters, with accusations that providing military aid only prolongs the conflict. The U.S. faces the difficult task of balancing its strategic interests with its commitment to upholding international law and promoting peace. As the conflict rages on, the world watches closely, hoping that the U.S. can leverage its influence to bring about a swift and peaceful resolution. The stakes are incredibly high, and the consequences of failure are too dire to contemplate. The upcoming talks in London, a follow-up to the recent meeting in Paris, hold immense significance in the ongoing quest for peace in Ukraine. These talks, involving representatives from Ukraine, Russia, the US, and other European nations, offer a crucial platform for dialogue and negotiation. The international community views them with cautious optimism, hoping for tangible progress towards a ceasefire and a framework for lasting peace. However, significant hurdles remain. The recent accusations of truce violations by both sides underscore the deep mistrust that continues to plague the relationship between Russia and Ukraine. The 30-hour Easter truce, intended as a beacon of hope, quickly unraveled amidst accusations and renewed violence. The path forward requires addressing Russia's demands and Ukraine's unwavering stance. Russia's insistence on Ukraine relinquishing territories and accepting neutrality clashes with Ukraine's determination to maintain its sovereignty and territorial integrity. Bridging this divide remains the most significant challenge in the quest for a lasting peace. The London talks represent a pivotal moment in this ongoing conflict. The world watches with bated breath, hoping that diplomacy will prevail. The stakes could not be higher. The outcome of these talks will determine the fate of millions caught in the crossfire and shape the future of peace and security in Europe.